Hello everybody, and today we're going to be talking about the Iron Bomber. Now, we're going to be comparing it to the stock and telling you what weapons to use with it. Or, yeah, what weapons I would use with it. And I would use the sticky jumper because of the mobility, I've already talked about that. And just the frying pan or whatever, or the stock bottle, you know. So yeah, I think the Iron Bomber is definitely better than the, stock in most situations because it has very little roll, very little bounce, you know, and it a minus 30% fuse time. So like, yeah, it's really good in my opinion. I think it's a great weapon. Everybody should use it, and you could probably use the stock as well. The stock's pretty good, but I prefer this. And it's mainly just because of the very little bounce of roll mechanic and the minus 30% fuse time on the grenades. Sure, the damage penalty is bad, but oh no, the explosion radius is bad, but it doesn't bring the weapon down. For say, let's say, and yeah, I'd use any weapon with this. You could use the sticky launcher. I already told you why I use the sticky bomb launcher. It's good on big open maps like this and pretty much any map. So yeah, this is why I think everybody should be using the Iron Bomber because it's a great weapon. So we're gonna be comparing it to the stock. Now the stock it's probably better for hitting corners, but if you're like if you're just doing stuff like this, it's better because it just does it's better at getting direct hits and stuff like that, and it stays there. It doesn't roll around when it goes on the ground. Doesn't go all the way all everywhere. No, it's a great weapon. Everybody should use it. You know, it's really good for getting direct hits and stuff like that. But I think the stock is a bit better for getting direct hits, mate, probably. But the Iron Bomb is just better because it stays there instead of rolling everywhere. So yeah, I think the Iron Bomber top in most categories, apart from one thing, hitting corner shots. So say there's like a corner here, it rolls out. That was not a good demonstration. And I say it's probably better for getting direct hits. But I'm not used to it, so I'm probably not going to hit any shots. And yeah, this is why I think the Iron Bomber is better than the stock. And it's just better than most things. Because it doesn't really have many downsides apart from the explosion radius. But if you're getting direct hits and stuff like that, then it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I think it's great. It's a great weapon. So I don't really have much to say about this. It's probably better than any other primary choice because it's just more accurate for me. I suppose you could use the lock and load, but that doesn't top the Iron Bomber. It's just not as good anymore because it used to have a 20% damage bonus because it breaks on surfaces, so you can't use it. You have to get direct hits basically. But with this, the Iron Bomber, you don't have to get direct hits. You can get explosion kills. It's probably not as good as the stock for getting explosive kills because the explosion radius isn't that far. So yeah, this is why I think the Iron Bomber is the best demo primary, and sticky jumper is probably the best secondary, and the pan or the stock or whatever you want to call it is the best. I don't think any of the demo knight swords are good because they all have downsides if you don't have a shield. Basically, they have no downsides if you're wearing a shield, like the Persian Persuader. That has no downsides. But the Island is a pretty good snowball weapon, I think. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you enjoy my channel. some content and stuff. And I'll see you next video.